Here we have the 2-Day Assault Pack by Mystery Ranch. Now, we did already review the Mystery Ranch Scree 32, but we're gonna go ahead and compare the bags a little bit, talk about some in-depth details on the 2-Day Assault Pack, see if it's a good bag, and if you should buy one yourself. Now, the 2-Day Assault Pack is kind of funny because on the one hand, I actually find it a much more practical bag, and for that matter, I actually like it a little bit more than the Scree 32. However, Scree 32 is a little bit lighter and can hold more stuff in it. It's almost like Mystery Ranch kind of, I don't know, they sort of swapped the purposes of the bags. They're a little bit, there's like a little bit of an identity crisis with both of them. But, and again, they're fantastic bags, but it's just worth noting that they don't really know what they want to be, sort of, but I'll get into a little bit more of that later. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the features of the 2-Day Assault Bag. First off, Mystery Ranch bills this bag as your everyday bag for urban missions. Now, I kind of find that to be a little bit on the peculiar side because the bag is 3 pounds. Now, that may not seem like a whole lot of weight, but when you pair that with a bunch of junk that you're gonna have inside of it, it actually does kind of make a difference. I mean, there is kind of a noticeable weight difference between the Scree and the 2-Day Assault Pack just when you're sort of handling them, much less when they're actually on your back. That said, it is made out of a 500D Cordura material, so it is absolutely like, everybody thinks that like rucksack makes good rucks, but I would actually argue that Mystery Ranch makes better rucks. It is made out of a basically bulletproof material. This thing can take rocks, scrapes, and asphalt and all kinds of beatings and be absolutely just fine. It is also sort of it's water resistant. It also has water resistant zippers on there, and they're all YKK with these very beautiful paracord pulls. We'll talk about that more soon. The 2-Day Assault Pack, of course, has Mystery Ranch's signature badge at the top. It says, "Built for the Mission." I personally love that little morale patch. It has this little tuft of Velcro right here, specifically so you could put your own custom morale patches on there if you want to. The 3-Day briefcase has it, and the 3-Day Assault Pack also has a little Velcro tuft on it as well. But the Scree, they didn't give you any Velcro on this one. It's kind of a shame, but hey, what you gonna do about it? Not much. There is also plenty of Molly to go around. And no, we're not talking about the drugs you find at a concert. No, we're talking about the little loops that all the cool overlanders and campers and all those guys all want and or have on their packs. Basically, if you've got like carabiners and other fancy stuff, you can just sort of lash it on these little loops, and you can absolutely deck these bags out to be sort of as like modifiable and practical as you could possibly want. Which you may want to do because it is only 27 liters. And I say only 27 liters because frankly, if you are doing a 2-day assault, which I did with this bag, I didn't actually think that 27 liters was quite enough. Now, I was able, and we did a video showing this, was able to fit the full-blown packed contents of this bag into this 27-liter 2-day assault pack, meaning again that the literage is a little bit arbitrary. But that said, it just seemed like it could have been like slightly bigger. Like I kind of wish that they made this maybe more like a 30-ish liters. And then of course, then you've got the 3-day assault pack that kind of takes the cake. But nevertheless, it is just a little bit small for my taste. That said, on the bag, on the sides, you've got these beautiful water bottle pockets. They do have some elastic in there so you can fit big bottles in them. It's on both sides. And you can kind of lash those bottles down additionally with the compression straps, I suppose, if you needed to, or again, with the Molly on the side. It does have 2 compression straps on the front. Has a little loop right here in case you need to put something on that. And then more little loops and Molly down here at the bottom, again, in case you need to put like some trekking poles or something along those lines on it. Some additional things to talk about on the outside of the bag are, of course, the straps. Now, this does use a framed harness system. There is a piece of plastic that is kind of like behind the frame here. Basically, you pull that plastic out and you can kind of jam it in to break up the Velcro. And that allows you, I think they call it their Futura harness system. And basically what it allows you to do is raise the height, the level of the shoulder straps so that it can be equal with the lumbar padding that is down here at the bottom. That is an absolutely fantastic touch that Mystery Ranch does with most of their 3-way bags. Actually, they do it with a lot of their bags. But basically, they have this nice padded area that's supposed to just really get firm to the small of your back. and then they allow you to really dial in the height and customization, so that way it is a comfortable pack for basically everybody. It does come in 2 sizes. This is a medium large. There's also like a small medium version as well. And otherwise, the straps themselves are thick, they're wide, they are very, very nicely padded, they are excellent. You could pack this thing to 60 pounds easily and be more than comfortable. There is also a sternum strap on it as well, and that sternum strap is, you can pull it off if you need to, and unlike the Peak Design bags, when you pull the sternum strap off, or you can pull it off yourself, it doesn't just fall off involuntarily at an airport on its own or whatever. So yeah, that's really nice. It is sort of a complicated system for pulling it off. There's sort of like this like little kind of elastic tab that you pull, and then you gotta sort of pull this little snap up. And you know what? I'll get some B-roll of me doing it because I don't want to do it on camera because that'd just be sloppy. And then it also has a non-padded, non-pocketed, whereas the Scree 32 came with a pocketed waist belt. It has a non-padded, non-pocketed waist belt in there too. That allows it to just sort of really get it kind of close to your body. And again, make sure that it is nice and comfortable and tight. In fact, let's go ahead and just put this on here really quick, to sort of see what this bag looks like. You know, overall, I don't know if you can really, here, let's move out of frame here slightly. It fits perfect to my very rock solid and not at all holiday weight gaining body. Let's go ahead and talk about the inside. Actually, you know what? No, we still got some stuff to talk about on the outside, don't we? We have 2 pockets at the top. We've got this mesh. The first one is sort of this mesh pocket that actually does kind of go into the interior of the bag, but just has this mesh lining on there so you can't get in there. Then you've got this other top mesh pocket here. Nice, again, orange water-resistant lining. Allows you to put some sunglasses in there, maybe a couple of power bars, something like that. But that is really it as far as external storage on this bag. It's kind of the nice thing about Mystery Ranch, these bags, is they really are very simple in their nature. There's not a ton of pockets that you can lose things in, and you know, again, a lot of fluff that you kind of get by. No, they just have this very, very beautiful 3-way zipper system, which they've got a few bags that have incorporated this 3-way zipper system. They got the 2-day assault, the Scree, the 3-day assault, the 40-liter whatever trekking bag. They got a few of them, and I absolutely love it. So basically, it allows you to use this bag as both a top loader as well as kind of a clamshell type thing. It zips up like this. You get both of these zippers open here. Now, I will say one thing about the 2-day assault pack versus the Scree 32, and that is that the zippers on the 2-day assault pack are a little bit harder to open and close. There's something about the rubber coating, the waterproof rubber coating on them, that just makes it like a little stiffer to get through. So far, they haven't loosened up with use. Not a deal breaker by any means, it's just something kind of worth pointing out. There are, you know what, I am getting ahead of myself. On the outside of the bag too, on the water pockets here, there's like, you can see that there's like a little hole right here at the bottom that allows you, that's on both water bottle pockets. It is also on the bottom of the bag itself. That is so if you get like liquid or something in the bag, it will drain out rather than pooling into the material of the bag. That is a very, very nice touch. Now, the Scree 32 has a camel water bag straw hole to be able to use a camel bag in it. The 2-day assault pack does not have that, but where it lacks in camelback compatibility, it does have both a laptop sleeve for 15-inch laptops as well as a tablet sleeve below that. You also have these sort of ancillary pockets right here where you can maybe shove like cords or something like that. That is on both flaps on the inside. And you also have, and this is kind of a nice touch, you also have then these mesh pockets right here at the very top of the bag too. And again, I'm gonna get close up, so all this sort of mesh pocket right here at the top, same deal on the other flap as well. So you've got a lot of good mesh, a lot of good storage on the inside. That makes it, in my opinion, very, very practical. The thing being that, like, if you wanted to stash, let's say you're using this bag to traverse around your college campus or around town or whatever, you'll be able to put stuff in these little pockets. It won't get lost, but it will be very, very easily accessible. And that is just a nice touch. That said, why didn't they make the Scree 32 the 500D Cordura bag with all of the pockets and stuff like that in it. I mean, shouldn't the one that you're really gonna be like getting in the elements be the one that is like the bag that's like supposed to be robust? I mean, the inside of this bag, for example, you have this sort of rubber material right here, kind of a kind of rubberized lining that really would make this pack, again, it's not waterproof. You can't submerge the bag, but like it's really going to hold up in the elements very, very well. Whereas the Scree is just not going to be. So I don't know. Again, a little bit of an identity crisis, but whatever. It is a good bag. I was able to use the 2-day assault pack for a 2-day weekender trip. I was able to fit a couple days worth of clothes, my toiletry bag, my cords, and a laptop. I was not able to put an extra pair of shoes in here though. That was kind of a little bit annoying. So, you know, if you're like somebody that needs like an extra pair of shoes on like a 2-day adventure, for example, a pair of boots versus a pair of running sneakers or something like that, maybe you're gonna need to maybe get a duffel bag or rely on the 3-day assault pack. Personally, I think the assault pack series is a better formula than the Scree, because this bag would easily be just as practical when you're doing overlanding or outdoor camping or stuff like that as well. But you do also get some of the kind of modern amenities like the laptop sleeve and, I don't know, just the general kind of around town practicality. Big fan of this bag. Mystery Ranch does take an obsessive amount of time to make sure that their bags are built well, they're tough, they're made out of solid materials. This thing will absolutely last you a lifetime. This particular pack is made in America, so is the 3-day assault pack, and their price shows. They are more expensive than the Scree 32. You can usually find the 2-day assault pack though on sale. And again, we will link in the description of where you can get one yourself. If you do want to buy one of these, we would really appreciate you using our affiliate links. It helps this channel out a lot. But ultimately, that is the 2-day assault pack for Mystery Ranch. Nice paracord zippers. Again, these like sort of nice little checkered white and black touch, YKK, all that. No camelback. I guess maybe the only thing I wish it did have is maybe a camelback like hole in it. But I guess what you could do, if you like absolutely have to have the camelback, is you could just get like the straw and like, I don't know, route it out somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't really know. One thing I didn't talk about too, in the back of this, there is a zipper that gets you directly to your laptop. Pull that up. That is something that a lot of people like for some reason. The Scree doesn't have it because it doesn't have a laptop sleeve. But a lot of people like to have just easy access directly to the laptop. That allows you to not have to open up the rest of the bag in order to get to your laptop. And frankly, that is actually kind of a nice touch on there as well. So I suppose what you could do is you could put a camel pack in there and then maybe just like leave a little crack open right here and get the straw, the camel straw out of there. So I don't know, it's kind of a little Mystery Ranch hack, I suppose. But anyway, that is the Mystery Ranch 2-day assault pack. Hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe. Please tell your friends about this channel. And if you have any questions, reach out to us in the comment section. And we will be back with another video really soon.